What is happening, y'all? It is that time. See, we already got some people in chat. Glad to see you, Pond River Boys. Mark Anthony. Mark, good to see you in here. Mr. Nuke Z, how are you tonight? Hope y'all are doing good. I'm ready to get this giveaway going, man. Get this stuff in somebody's hands, see them out there fishing with it. Oh, get settled in here. I just got off work, got home, got a little dinner in me. Jerk bait's in here. Hello. Mr. Nukes, you say you finally got on some crappie. That's good to hear. Chris, hello from Texas. Good to have you in here tonight. Catfish and Pappy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Byron, hello. What's everybody been up to? Anybody been out fishing lately other than Mr. Nukes? Michigan Outdoors, what's up, buddy? Is that Green Michigan Outdoors? Want to be outdoors. New position. It is 1 weekend as of tomorrow. It's a learning process, and it's something totally different than I've ever done in my life. But I'm giving it 110, and we're going to shake and bake and make things happen. Ken, good to see you. Let's see. We got Nathan, Retired Rick, Ethan, Corey W. I think I'm trying to catch everybody as they get in. We may get too many people in here for me to keep up with all of them, but we'll try to. Ethan, I'm doing good, buddy. How are you doing? Gene, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. You've been on some trout over there in Danville, haven't you? Angling with Arlie and families in here. I tell you what, if you guys haven't went over to the Angling with Arlie Facebook page, go join the group. Check it out. Great group of folks from over in Iowa. They share a lot of good fishing content, a lot of good information that you can apply to your own waters. You don't have to be from Iowa to be on the Angling with Arlie team. So come on over, check them out. Michael, Maurice, how's it going, guys? Want to be outdoors? We are friends on Facebook, and is it Michael? Matthew, right? I think I'm right. Adam, how's it going, buddy? Mr. Nuke, can't wait for the crappie spawn in the spring. I tell you what, I like the crappie spawn, but I like the fall bite way better. I don't feel as guilty keeping some of them big fat females when they're just all fat full of shad as opposed to full of eggs. Matthew, yes, I thought that was the case. I wanted to call you by your first name, but I wanted to make sure that I had it right. Panfish Nation's up in here. There's another good channel. You guys go check them out. Mark and Lyle do a great show every Thursday night. They'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock. So when we're wrapped up with this, if you guys want to go over and check out a cool live stream, definitely head over and check out Panfish Nation. Great group of folks over there. Alicia, hello. Have I missed anybody? Joshua, I don't think I've given you a shout out yet. How you doing tonight? What's everybody doing? Is somebody ready to win this thing or what? I'm ready to give it away. And whoever wins it, I expect to see some pictures of this gear out there getting put to use and hopefully putting y'all on some fish. Uh-oh, Brian's up in here. B. Scally. Last week I was out fishing with him for some flathead over on Lake San Chris. That was a lot of fun. Gene says, Kickapoo State Park, trout are biting. Yeah, you've been putting a hurting on them over there with some Rocky Mountain custom jigs I seen. Raymond, yeah, I don't know if Raymond's going to make it or not. I think he's over on Mountain Time. And I think he either may be getting off work or just getting home from work. I don't know if he'll make it in tonight. Let's see. Jerkbait says if he wins it, we can use it together. You're probably right on that, brother. Anthony and Stacy, what's up? Love the fall bite, catching a few in the creeks. Some of my creek locations I haven't gotten out and tried, and I probably should because we've got some a little bit higher water than we did last year this time. And I'm almost wondering if maybe they're not in some of them creek locations that I typically fish too. So I may have to get out there. Oh, how was San Chris? The San Chris bite has been far from impressive this year. Last year I was putting limits in the freezer over there, and I've yet to come home with the limit. I think the best day that I had over there, I had 4 keepers, and that was a hard-earned 4 keepers. I think I spent about 3.5 hours out there, and every fish I caught was scattered along the bank, and there was no particular pattern I could put together at all whatsoever. So it was a tough one. KC Fish Page, what's up? Stoney's in here. Old Stoney, man, he keeps up with me on email. I enjoy those emails, Stoney. Keep them coming, man. I like to hear from you. Danimals Creation, what's up? Dan Thompson, hello. Alan, how you doing tonight? Man, we got a crowd, 36 people in here. I know there's a pretty reasonable amount of folks that got entered on the original entry. Now, I will tell you, if you guys are not teamed up with me on Facebook, I did a go live last night announcing on Facebook that I'd be doing this go live this evening to draw the winner for this giveaway. And I actually gave people the opportunity for bonus entries. That bonus entry time point is done. I've already got the random generator pulled up with all the names from the bonus entries that were entered up until, I believe it was about 6:45. I wrapped that up and had those names in. So if you go over there and try to get a bonus entry at this point, you will not be taking advantage of that. I apologize. But the random generator that I use, I have to enter in the names individually. So those names have already been entered. But circling back, hook up with me on Facebook. You guys can take advantage of stuff like that. Extra bonus entries, extra content, pictures, different other giveaways that I do occasionally. I believe I've actually got maybe a hat giveaway that I was supposed to draw maybe back in May. I'm sorry. I know. I need to get the winner to that drawn too. Maybe we'll draw that winner tonight. I don't think so. I don't think so. That'd probably take too much work, and I don't want to be on here super late. I want to be off before Panfish Nation gets on here. Let's see. We got any newcomers in? We're up to 45 people. I tell you what, before we get going on a drawing, Living Poetry, you're the man, Jake. Hey, I appreciate it, buddy. I try my best out here. Joe Buck, hey, there's another regular. He's always up in my comments. Good to see you out here tonight, Joe Buck. I tell you what, while I got all you guys in front of me, does anybody have any questions for me? Anything off the top of your head that maybe I haven't covered in a video, something you may want to see in a video, maybe a product that you would like to see me using out in a video, questions about the people that get behind me, the people that have provided product for this giveaway, anything like that. Gary, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Gizmo is up in the house. How's it going, buddy? Justin's Fishing Fetish. I was hoping I'd see you in here tonight, Justin. Good to see you, buddy. Get a little cold refreshment there. Mike, I'm glad to hear that you learn a lot from me. I tell you, I try to make my videos as educational as possible. I know a lot of people fishing from the bank may get discouraged when they're out fishing for crappie, but it can be done. It's just a little bit more effort, a little bit more know-how than when you're out on a boat with live scope or any other type of electronics that those guys in the boats use. So let's see. Joshua says, how do you deal with high winds when using small diameter line? That's a great question. It's difficult. High winds and 6-pound test line, you get a lot of bow in that line. Casting is difficult. I typically try to keep my rod tip angled in a manner to keep as much bow out of the line as possible. Float fishing in those high winds, in my opinion, is a little bit easier to do than casting and retrieving a jig as well. So just a little bit of the few things that I do. Best affordable bait casting reel to pick up for a first-time user. Are we talking catfish, I assume? Funk, give me some info on that. I'm assuming so. Joshua says goals. Oh, the gales. Yeah, the gale winds of November. It can get a little rough out there sometimes. Stoney says if he had a beard like this, he'd catch more fish. Well, grow one, brother. Get it out there. Mine's just getting started for the season. It'll be down to here probably by May or so before I cut it off again. Ethan says, do you do any trout fishing or just catfish and crappie? You know, the catfish, or I'm sorry, the trout are stocked in the locations that I'm able to catch them in. So that's kind of a double-edged sword. Yes, I can go out and probably catch trout and make a great trout video. Would I feel good about catching stocked trout and putting that information in front of people on YouTube? Not so much. If I wanted to catch some trout and put it in the freezer, I would definitely go out there and target them more often, but I am the only one in my household that eats trout. So a lot of those fish would probably go to waste, or I would share with other people, and I'd rather be fishing for crappie. They stock the trout ponds at the exact same time that the crappie bite gets really hot in my area, so I'd rather spend my time out there chasing crappie. Brian says, add a split shot in the wind. That is a very good idea, to add a little weight, or use maybe even a heavier jig head to give you a little bit more weight out there, keep that line drawn tight. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on some comments, guys. Give me a minute. I don't have a moderator, so we'll keep an eye on the time too. 7:07. We're not running too late. I'm going to try and do that drawing maybe about 7:15. Let's see if Funk answered there on that bait casting question. Catfish, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass. On the largemouth bass, smallmouth bass aspect, I would probably not be the guy to ask, because I do not fish bass regularly enough to answer that question. As far as an affordable bait casting reel for a beginner, the Ancient Mariner 6000 series reels that I just picked up over the summer are extremely affordable. $75 for those reels. That's about half the price that I paid for the Abu Garcia C3 6500s that I've got. And I tell you what, they're extremely comparable to those in regards to the quality, how they feel in your hand, how they cast, how they respond when you're hooked up on a fish. And the other thing about the Ancient Mariner series 6000 reels is they are actually more like the size of the 7000 series reels from Abu Garcia. So you get a little extra line capacity out of those too. So in my opinion, it's a great beginner catfish reel because it's inexpensive. $75 is a great price on that reel, and you get a great quality reel with a lifetime warranty on it. So you really can't go wrong with that. Some of the lower end big name bait casting reels are going to come in around that same price, but aren't going to give you the quality that the Ancient Mariner puts up and the lifetime warranty that they offer as well. So a little bit of my opinion on that. Everybody's digging on my beard. You guys do know there's another reason why I grow a beard other than just the fact that I fish all winter long. I absolutely love Christmas. I actually dress up as Santa Claus during the holiday season. We decorate our house inside and out. It's a full-on ordeal. I've actually been working on Christmas lights every day off for about the past 2 weeks. And I've got a Facebook page dedicated to all of those Christmas antics. Jolly Jake's Corner. If you guys are in the holiday spirit or love Christmas as much as I do, go check that out. So that's the other reason why I grow the beard. One of these days, it will be all white. I may be a skinny Santa Claus, but I'll still rock the Santa suit every Christmas. Justin's fishing fetish. Good call on that. In regards to casting, yeah, the sidearm technique, keeping that jig low in high winds is another really good tip. Humming along, trying to catch up with comments. Jerkbait, yes, I am the Santa Claus. Oh, Pryor, I don't know that I'm up for hanging anybody else's Christmas lights other than my own. I've already got enough to deal with. I tell you what, I typically light them up on Thanksgiving night for the family that's here at the house, and then they officially get lit the Friday after. And I don't know if I'm going to make that deadline this year. I've got Saturday and Sunday off this week, and then I'm not off again until Thanksgiving, so we'll see. Asleep at the Reel's joining us. Man, he was just down there on that ACC trip. I was about this close to being able to come down there and join all the ACC pro staff and join you guys down there on Toledo Bend. But that also fell right about the time of this transition that I had in between jobs. And unfortunately, time just did not allow. But that looked like a ton of fun. If you guys follow any of the ACC pro staff, Asleep at the Reel is one of them. They've got some great YouTube videos out. Fish and Ken, I think, is another one that was down there with you guys too. 903 Fishing, I think, is another one. So if you guys like some good crappie content, like to follow the ACC pro staff guys, go check them out as well on YouTube. Great group of folks. I bet it was a blast. You almost sank. Now, that doesn't sound like a blast, but it sounds like an interesting story to tell at the very least. 7-11. We're getting close. I'll try and draw that winner at about 7:15. We'll see what everybody else has to say before we do so. Hopefully nobody's getting bored. I'm trying to rattle off as much as I can and talk about as much as I can to keep y'all entertained. Yeah. Sarge, I think you usually roll in like after I go live or give me a call after I go live to catch up and chat. I think that was the last time I talked with you was shortly after the last live that I did. So I'm glad you caught this one. 7-11 is your birthday. Well, hopefully you're lucky tonight. Somebody just say, sing us a Christmas carol. I got to go back and see if that's what I actually saw there. Yeah, there it is. Sing us a Christmas song. Not tonight. Not tonight. But if you catch me on the right night, on a karaoke night, I'll sing you some tunes. I do a little karaoke action. Jordan, what's up? Good to see you. Dwight made it in. Glad to see you in here tonight. I'll have to take a look at that, Sarge. I will definitely check that out. Have I tried Raymond's Micros yet? Raymond's Micro hand-tied, yes. But as far as his plastics, no. I try to stay pretty connected with the folks that provide me with the support that they've provided me with in the past. So being that Brush Pile Jigs has a great lineup of microplastics, I'm definitely going to be using them this upcoming ice season. And if you guys haven't checked them out, brushpilejig.com. I tell you what, they've got some great product, great variety of colors, and I'm not going to leak any secrets, but I think that they may have some stuff coming in the works that's going to be pretty exciting for some of you guys. So make sure you check out Brush Pile Jig's website as well. Jordan says, how come you took a long break? That's a great question. It was not anything that I wanted to do by any means. I had started a new job at the beginning of September that was quite demanding. Took up a lot of my time, did not allow me to get out and fish near as much as I would have liked to have, coupled with the fact that here in Central Illinois, we have had an extremely warm fall. Everything's running about probably 2 to 3 weeks later than what it normally is this time of year. So the fish bite was not really where it needed to be for me to be on a good fall bite. I was struggling to find fish and stay on consistent fish. So the amount of footage I had just kind of ran out, man. And I didn't have time to get out and do some stuff to get stuff out there in front of you guys. Gizmo, good call. Power plant lakes in the wintertime. I'm all about that, man. That's a good choice. Favorite hair jig? Yes, the Rocky Mountain Custom Jigs Cotton Candy. That is my go-to color combo, particularly in the fall. Fall water clarity is generally pretty clear here in Illinois. And so that pink head, blue body White pearl tail is a great combo that I find on pretty much any of the lakes that I fish. And I'll use that same color combo with brush pile jigs, plastics as well. Hook up a Ketchum jig head pink with blue eyes, and then that snowflake action, man. That is a killer combo. Dana's watching me on the big screen. Well, shoot, I feel like a friggin' movie star now. Look out, y'all. How do you find warm water feed at the power plant lake? That would be your Google Maps. Check out your Google Maps, Anthony. You'll be able to determine where they draw water in and where they discharge that water as well. Am I going to be doing any ice fishing this year? Good Lord willing, we get ice in my area again, and you know it. I tell you what, man, I absolutely fell in love with ice fishing last season, and I can't wait. If I don't get safe ice here, I will probably make a few trips up to Northern Illinois, and fingers crossed. I know I told Arlie and the guys last year I'd be over there for their veterans event. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I can make it over there and be a part of their veterans event this year. So ice fishing content, yes, probably will be coming your way. Kyle says we need to go ice fishing. Yeah, I think we kind of talked about that last year, but didn't end up being able to make that happen. So where can you get those? Corey, what are you talking about? You talking about Rocky Mountain Custom Jigs or Brush Pile? Brush Pile Jigs you can find on their website at brushpiljig.com. The hand ties from Raymond over at Rocky Mountain Custom Jigs can be ordered from his Facebook page. If you don't have Facebook, I might be able to get you an email. Actually, I would be able to get you an email address, and you'd be able to email Raymond, and he'd be able to probably send you some pictures of some product and stuff like that for you to get an order. But I don't think Raymond has a website yet. Killed him on some Vegas gold and chartreuse. I'm guessing, Mark, you mean disco gold and chartreuse. The disco gold is definitely one of my favorites too. How do you pick your jig colors when ordering? What do you go off of, and what's the main color combos you use? Matthew, the Brush Pile Jigs website has a section for kits. And if you check out their kits section, there's going to be a Jigging with Jake kit that has a clear water and a murky water kit. Both of those cover pretty much some of the main color combos that I put together and use in those specific water clarities. And that's what I'm looking for primarily, is water clarity, and then just kind of trying to dial in what the fish are going to be biting on the most. So that would be my advice there, or kind of how I put things together. Disco Vegas, all the same to Mark. Mark's, it's disco, it's Vegas, it's gold and chartreuse, it's catching crappie. Let's just keep doing it. I like it. The cotton candy jig heads look like a go-to. Well, they look like a go-to on my channel because, well, it's that time of year and I use a lot of that. In the spring, you guys will see me using more of the melonberry, which is a chartreuse and pink. Disco gold is another one that I use a lot in the springtime. Ghost Hunter, which is a white and chartreuse. Deadly Force, which is a black and kind of a green tail. And then we put together a red and white that I feel is really good in murky water as well. That one's called Bullseye. And that is, yep, Jordan, you are exactly right. When the water starts getting colder, slower presentation is key, especially when you're up in central Illinois like I am. The water gets way colder than it does like down in Louisiana, Texas, down in those southern states. So a slower presentation and a smaller bait is going to make you more successful in the wintertime when the water starts getting cold. Now, right now, the crappie in my area are really feeding up for winter. So honestly, there's some guys that I've been talking to that have even been using 2.5, 3-inch baits and doing really good, because that's the size shad that they're pulling out of their bellies when they take them home and clean them. So kind of matching the hatch and having some success with that as well. Switch from Big Bite to Bobby Garland. I've used some Big Bite and I've used some Bobby Garland. I know there's been a lot of crappie guys that have been complaining about Bobby Garland because of some quality issues, but I can't speak on any of that because, like I said, man, I'm a brush pile fan. Those jigs hold up to anything. They're tough as nails. Arlie, I know you got a 5-gallon bucket full of brush pile plastics. Heck yeah, you do. Need to get a Jigging with Jake ACC crappie sticks rod. I will honestly say that I don't think that I am quite big enough for Andy to make a specific rod just for Jigging with Jake. I'd love it, but I don't think that that'll happen. But the 7.6, you may as well call it the Jigging with Jake rod because that's all y'all see me use. The 7.6 split grip, man. That's my go-to. Fish in clear water, yeah. Sarge, clear water can be a little tricky too because clear water, sometimes those fish get a little bit finicky in super, super clear water. So that can sometimes be difficult. Jerkbait likes Kyle's idea. Oh, about the ACC rod? I get it. I get it. Tim, yeah, the top hat jigs. I know they've had some success around here. I have not tried them. Oh, Gizmo says while brush pile jigs work, you can't find brush piles. That's a little trickier when you're fishing from the bank and don't have those electronics. My best suggestion, Gizmo, get with some guys that have boats. And when you're out with them on the boat, have them take you over to the spots where you fish from the bank and have them locate the brush piles for you so you know where they're at next time you're on the bank. I've done that a lot of times with some guys and learned quite a bit about what's underneath that water in the areas that I fish, and that helps out a lot. Laugh out loud bet. Have I been catfishing lately? Yes. I was out the last time I fished. I actually took my 10-year-old cousin out. He is like a 10-year-old animal. He's got a pond that is kind of catty corner from his house, and he'll be up at like 6 a.m. and over at the pond, and he will fish from sun up to sundown. So I took him out and got him on some pretty reasonable sized blue cats, particularly for his size. Put him on a couple of PBs. We had a good time. Frequent visitor of Reds. And I didn't know. Oh, you know I was local as I am? Yeah. Jacob, possible about asking you some questions about making content. Yeah, message me on Facebook and we can probably chat about that. San Chris Philway producing mostly small fish. Yeah, I'm not sure about St. Chris. Hasn't been producing big fish for me either on Main Lake, so that's a mystery to me. All right. There's a ton of questions lining up, but I have a feeling that the 65 people that are piled up in here are probably here not necessarily to hear me ramble about all of my adventures on fishing. Y'all get to see those on the channel. I would imagine some of y'all are piled in here to win some prizes tonight. So we will take a look here. Oh yeah, I've already ran about 9 minutes past. Let's get this drawing done, you guys. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to do it right this time. Last time I botched this all up. There we go. You guys should have my screen on board. We're going to tune over to the YouTube random comment picker. Now, just breaking down the rules again so y'all know how I set this up. There was a recent video, best fall crappie color. I had to look it up last time too. That's why I kept my phone here. Perfect jig color for big fall crappie. You had to head over to that video. You had to give it a like, and you had to comment hashtag hook me up, all capital letters, just like I put in the giveaway announcement, just like you see here, hashtag hook me up, all capital letters. This YouTube random comment picker filters from that particular URL, which I have right here. The filter guidelines, we are filtering out any duplicate users. So if you entered the giveaway twice, you only get one entry. That would be unfair to other people. We are filtering comments based upon hashtag hook me up, again, just as I instructed in my video. And then, as I said earlier in this live stream, we've got extra entries because I did announce a bonus entry last night. I pulled that from the video that I instructed people to enter on. And as you can see, we've got quite a few names that went over and got entered for a bonus entry on this giveaway. To recap the giveaway, huge amount of product, guys. I want to give a quick shout out to all of the vendors that provided product for this giveaway. We're going to pop back over because I feel like that's important. The folks that donated product to this giveaway made this happen, guys. Honestly, I didn't purchase a single item. The only thing that I'm covering is going to be the shipping to whoever wins this. So a huge shout out to Brush Pile Jigs, Rocky Mountain Custom Jigs, Reaction Tackle, ACC Crappie Sticks, Big Reds Bait and Tackle, Vanilla Bug Spray, Mad Catz Rods, Shields Outdoors, Nocturnal Nation Catfishing. I'm trying to think if I forgot anybody. I don't have all the product in front of me, so I'll double check just in case, but I think I've got pretty much everybody covered there. Great group of companies. I tell you what, if you guys have not already, go check those guys out, man. Most of them are US-based companies, US-based businesses that really, really do offer a great product to fishermen. I purchased all of their product prior to really kind of getting behind them and featuring it on my channel. So I can honestly say I use all of that stuff. You see me using it regularly, and I wouldn't use it if it didn't hold up to the things that I use it for and the things that I do. So get over and check those guys out. Again, great group of companies that really got behind me and made all this happen. I'm just looking back real quick to make sure that I got everybody. Brush Pile Jigs, ACC Crappie Sticks, Big Reds Bait and Tackle, Reaction Tackle, Rock. Oh, Ketchum Jig Heads. Kyle, I'm sorry, brother. I almost forgot about you. I didn't. Custom Angler Plastics, another one. Sorry, buddy. I got so many people involved here. I just can't remember them all. So yeah, again, a couple that I didn't mention, Ketchum Jig Heads, quality jig head product. You guys can actually find those at Sharp Outdoors, brushpiljig.com, and Custom Angler Plastics. They actually are exclusive merchants of those Ketchum Jig Heads. And Custom Angler Plastics, they make a lot of good plastic body styles that I think give some variety to a guy. So make sure you guys check them out too. Anyway, let's do a giveaway. I'm ready. Let's see who won. First off, I got to share my screen because I forget to do that. Sharing the screen. All right. If y'all were in my 1K giveaway, you know that I lost the screen a couple of times because I'm not all that tech savvy as what y'all think. So before we do this, let me see. Let's see. Sarge, are you still in here? Asleep at the Real Sarge. If you're still in here, drop me a comment real quick. I know that you are not entered in this giveaway, and so I'm going to have you do something for me real quick if you're still in here. All right, cool. Sarge, you're still in here. I tell you what, what I typically do is roll through and draw a number. So if you could pick me a number between 1 and 5, whatever number you pick, we're going to run the random giveaway that many times, and the last one, which is the number you pick, is going to be the person that wins. We'll see what Sarge thinks about this. Asleep at the Reel is a great crappie channel too, you guys. Go check him out on YouTube. You are entered. All right. Well, you know what? Then I'm just going to pick a number, and we'll jump back over to the random comment picker. And we're just going to roll it 3 times. And here's 1. 2. And 3. The Bassman 70. He was one of the first in here tonight. Bassman 70. You are the winner, my friend. That's a whole lot of product, brother. Bassman, you still in here? We got to go back up here real quick. I think Bassman's probably still hanging around. Congratulations, Bassman. Man, you just won one heck of a big lot of fishing product, man. Congratulations. Thank you all for entering. I do really appreciate it. I wish I could draw more winners, but I tell you what, I wanted some shock value, man. It got all of you guys excited. I was excited about it. This is a huge giveaway, and I could have parted this out and did a whole bunch of different winners, but I just thought it was more fun, you know, walking away with over $650 in fishing product. That is insane. So I hope you guys enjoyed the opportunity to get in and get entered on this. It was a lot of fun to put together. And again, big shout out to all the folks, all the companies that got behind me and provided product for this giveaway. I look forward to getting this shipped out to Bassman 70. Hopefully he's got some pictures lined up once he gets this stuff in his hands, and we can get that stuff featured out there on the social media platforms. So before we get off here, I'll just give another opportunity if any of you guys have any questions. Of course, before that, Bassman 70, if you are not in here, hopefully you come back in at some point and watch the winner be drawn, and you are notified that you are the winner. You will need to get in touch with me somehow on either other social media platforms or the email address that is listed in all of my descriptions on all my videos. Shoot me an email or hook up with me on Facebook, Instagram, and I will get shipping information so that I can get that out and over to you. Brian, no problem, man. I appreciate being able to actually do some of this stuff, man. It's amazing to me how well my channel has grown, how much support I've received from not only all of you folks that watch me at home, but also all of the, again, companies that have really gotten behind me and really supported me along the way. So I appreciate all you guys too. Justin Fishing Fetish, you are more than welcome. I'm sure that there will be other big giveaways to come. Most likely not until we maybe hit the 10K mark. Giveaways are, well, it takes, I tell you what, guys, giveaways are tough. It's tough because obviously you've got to work with the companies that are providing the product. You've got to gather all the product. You've got to feature all the product, because obviously if they're going to give it to me for free to give away to you guys, I want to give them a shout out. I want to make sure you guys know what's coming at you and the companies that are helping me out to help you out. And then you got to do stuff like this, which this is honestly probably the easiest part, because I just get to sit in front of the camera and talk with all you guys tonight. Any more catfish videos this year? Cody, yes. I actually have 3 catfish videos that I need to edit. And I have 1 crappie video that I need to edit. So that's 4 videos. I think I'm cutting back to, I think, one every 2 weeks, just so that it gives me some opportunity in between videos that I post to either get out and do some more fishing or get videos edited as I have them. So I'm dialing it back to one every 2 weeks. I'm going to try really hard not to take another 6-week break like I did throughout the month of October and into November. So try to keep at least one video out every other week for you guys. Taylor, thank you. I'm glad you love the videos. I love putting them together. Sometimes I think the edit process is even just a little bit more fun than the fishing trips sometimes, because when the fishing trip's over, well, you all know you go home with memories and maybe a few pictures. But when you film your video, or I'm sorry, when you film your fishing trip, you get to go home and relive that thing all over again, man, which is just sometimes even a little bit more fun than the actual trip, because when you're out there and you're in the heat of the moment, maybe you don't remember something you said or something you did, and you either find it really humorous or sometimes, in my case, really idiotic. But either way, it's just a lot of fun. So, Matthew, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you coming in tonight. I appreciate everybody that came in tonight. We had a big crowd in here. We're starting to dwindle down. We still got 42 in here. I'm going to give you guys just a little bit more time. It's getting to be 7:37. I want to make sure I'm off here probably in the next 5 or 10 minutes or so that anybody that's on can head over and catch Panfish Nation tonight. So if there are any other questions you guys have for me, whether it be fishing related, hopefully primarily fishing related, but I mean, channel related, anything like that. Jimmy says, ready for the next crappie video. I am too. It won't be a typical Jigging with Jake crappie video. I'll just say that. It was one heck of a day, and there's an awful lot of fun. So, and you're right. You're right, Sarge. It's not always as fun. Yeah, definitely. Taylor says cold water catfishing right now is prime time. I don't know, Taylor, I don't know where you're from, but I'm from Central Illinois, and right now is prime time for blues. The bite is pretty hot and heavy on the lake that I fish for blues regularly. The flathead bite is not going to be as great as waters get cold, but blues and channels are a catfish that you can actually catch all winter long. Sometimes you've just got to do a little bit more work to find them. My best suggestion with that is try to find bait. If you've got power plant lakes near you, try to find warm water. Gene, you're more than welcome for the giveaway. Kentucky, no, then you should be good, man. It should be hopping down there for you right now. Thought about doing any more white bass videos. I have. One of my spots that I fish regularly in the fall for white bass and wipers, hybrid stripers, is a river location. And with this batty weather we've been having, the river's just been way too high for me to get down there and fish that spot. And the other spot, well, I could get them on Lake Springfield, but I'd rather fish for blues or crappie if they're moving around. The other lake that I could go and get them at would be about an hour and 15 minutes away. And if the fish are biting close, then I go close. If the fish aren't biting close, then I don't mind driving a little bit to go and find them. But we'll see. There may be some more white bass videos coming. We'll see. Well, I tell you what, guys, we've got people dropping off. So unless anybody's got any other questions, it's getting to be about 7:40. I've been on here long enough, rattling everybody's cage and running my mouth. And I should probably hop off here and go spend some time with the missus. So since I spent all day at work, Lake Bloomington, 20-pound channel cats up there. 20-pound channel cats at Lake Bloomington. Lake Bloomington is one that I have never fished, believe it or not. I've had a couple plans to get up there and fish it, but I have not. Sarge, yeah, man, good seeing you. I appreciate you hopping in here tonight, man. Good luck in all your adventures down there, and hopefully maybe one day we can hook up somewhere and get out and do some fishing. All right, y'all. Well, if nobody else has any other questions for me, I'm not going to take up too much more of your time this evening. Again, a big congratulations to Bassman70. He won over $650 in fishing product provided by all of the companies that get behind me and help me out here at the Jigging with Jake YouTube channel. Again, as a rundown of those companies, and please go check them out. If you're watching this video after the live, or if you're still here with me this evening, go check out those folks, man. Brush Pile Jigs, ACC Crappie Sticks, Rocky Mountain Custom Jigs, Custom Angler Plastics, Ketchum Jig Heads, Reaction Tackle, Mad Catch Rods, Shields Outdoors, and don't forget Nocturnal Nation and Vanilla Bug Spray. Big Red's Bait and Tackle if you're in the area here in Central Illinois. All, again, great folks that really provide a great product and care about us fishermen. So go check them out. Again, I appreciate everybody that got entered and that follows along with my channel. I can't tell you how much all that means to me, man. It's been an amazing 2 years, and we are coming up on the 2-year mark, which is another kind of monumental thing. So it's been a whole lot of fun, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Again, I promise to try and keep as many videos coming out as possible. Look for one every 2 weeks until I can maybe get a bank of videos and get caught back up to where I can keep one a week out there for you. But at any rate, guys, I appreciate everybody watching tonight. I appreciate everybody getting entered. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And remember, folks, you can't catch them sitting on the couch. I'll see you all on the next one.